fouling Jake Figueroa, his first.
So in NU's victory against Enderon in the semifinals, not only did Jake Figueroa take a lot of the offensive responsibility, we also saw him man Kenneth Umba of Enderon, the leading scorer of the tournament. So this guy Figueroa is a two-way player, not someone that offensive players, even Kiambao, can easily blow past against.
Good hustle there by NU, but can handle the rock. Kiambao, three-point shot is good. A second three-pointer by DLSU. 6-2 is our count. Steal by DLSU. Kevin Kiambao calming the troops. Cross-court to Agunane.
And this is a very versatile offensive lineup for DLSU right now. Cortez, Baclaan, Kiambao. As we see Agunane finish the lob from Cortez. But those three guys can score from deep, can attack. Then you have Pablo, who's shown a very versatile penetration game as of late. And Agunane, of course, the verticality of his attacks, his cuts as a lob threat, just getting to the rim, that also provides spacing for the offense. So a lot for NU to deal with early on in this game.
And with the full lineup at the disposal of the coaches of DLSU, makatulad ni Jacob Cortez will not have a problem. No? Bigay lang siya ng bigay as Mon de la Cruz, specialty of the house, yung reverse layup na yun to make it 8-4. Still, DLSU on top with 7 minutes, 19 seconds remaining in the first. Pablo driving strong and makes it.
And right there, that's the versatility of Pablo that we've discussed. He can attack from the perimeter, and with that combination of size and speed, as Figueroa quickly answers back. And Figueroa is one of these guys too. That combination of size and speed from the outside can cause mismatches and force the defense to send help defense, which could in turn also maybe lead to outside shots.
Bakla now pulls up. No go. NU protects the carom. Figueroa now starting the offense for the Bulldogs. Tebol Garcia with si Tumon de la Cruz. Santiago had plans. Chooses to abandon it. Figueroa uses the bank. May bangko pa pala noon at 3 p.m.
Exactly, Jake Figueroa, what a complete player he has become. We've talked about him, and I feel like he could be a legit MVP candidate this season in the UAAP for the National University Bulldogs.
Agunane against the outstretched hands of Omar John, scores easily, make it 12-9 LaSalle.
So if you're Omar John that time, you did your job, force Agunane to his weak side. The left hand is once again Jake Figueroa, just unstoppable so far to start this game. But yes, good defense there by Omar John, just a better shot by Henry Agunane.
Jake Figueroa, 5 points now in the ball game. Eye on the prize on the top dog of the Bulldogs as the ball was sapped outside. Don Lim checking in place of Agelo Santiago with 5 minutes 41 seconds remaining in the first. Kita natin yung Jake Figueroa, talaga yung stride, isang dribble, isang stride, nandun na kagad sa basket eh.
And he's really quick as well. Great pass by Kian Baclaan. And that goes back to what we talked about earlier, Coach. If you let Baclaan or Cortez get to the lane like that, and you're forced to send help defense, that will give guys like Kiambao and Agunane the opportunity to score. And speaking of scoring, Jake Figueroa, unstoppable.
Jake Figueroa, 7 points now. Henry Agunane getting the offensive rebound, working his way downstairs, and another slamma-jamma for Henry Agunane.
Beautiful move by Henry Agunane, using the hesitation to suddenly spin right and then go for the easy 2 points with the slam dunk. Omar John now, that's a few possessions where he's let Agunane get some rhythm on offense.
Maybe it's time for NU para ipasok to si Muhammad Yasana as Mon de la Cruz slices through the middle to get that easy 2 points. Isa lamang po ang lamang natangan-tangan ng DLSU as Luis Pablo driving strong, no go. NU ngayon tumatakbo, 3-on-2 break, and Jake Figueroa 9 points in the first quarter. Sabi ni Coach Oliver Bunya, sandali lang. Lamang na po ang NU Bulldogs, 17-16 with 4 minutes 29 seconds remaining here in the first. We'll be right back.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And let's see here, NU Bulldogs won 3 games against the DLSU Green Archers and final 4 appearances since 2019. No? 2019 they did not qualify in the final 4. 2020 and 2022 they lost semifinal matchup to UP, and in 2023 lost their semifinal matchup against De La Salle, and they have 2 UAAP championships, namely in 1954 and yung pinakahuli nila 10 years ago, 2014. Nagkaroon ng discount nun across all SM branches.
I remember that day like it was yesterday. That was my first season covering the UAAP. And NU coming back as the 4th seed, defeating Ateneo twice, and then beating FEU despite going down 0-1 to start the finals. What a team that was, with Alfred Aroga, Glenn Cobontin, Troy Rosario, Jello Alolino, coached by Eric Altamirano. An NU team to remember, that's for sure. Almost 10 years now since they won that championship.
They're knocking on the door again of the UAAP. Always a contender itong NU Bulldogs as Keshin Padrones. We lose the handle, but it was Henry Agunane who touched it last. Mananatili ang bola ngayon sa kamay ng NU Bulldogs. 4.3 seconds remaining in the shot clock, but there will be a head coach's challenge. Ako sa vantage point natin dito, mukhang si Henry Agunane, no? Talagang over the back yung last touch doon, Navid.
Yes, interesting time for DLSU to use the coach's challenge considering it's only the first quarter. But perhaps they saw something that will make them think or believe that the ball is going back to their side. We shall see as the referees conclude this decision. But yes, now while we have a break in action, the DLSU Green Archers have won 7 games against the NU Bulldogs since 2019 in the UAAP. Since 2019, DLSU has made the Final 4 twice. In 2021, they lost to the semis against UP. That was season 84. Season 85, they lost the 4th seed playoff matchup against Adamson. And then, of course, last UAAP season, defeating UP in the UAAP finals. Before defeating UP, they defeated NU in the Final 4. DLSU, formerly of the NCAA, won 5 titles in that league. And in the UAAP, they have won 10 championships, one of the most successful basketball programs we've seen in the collegiate level in this country, really, for the past century.
And with the likes of Kevin Cambao in tow, Jonel Policarpio, Henry Agunane, they're looking good to remain as champions. But the last coach's challenge was unsuccessful. Balik ngayon ang bola sa possession ng DLSU. Earl Abanam, pinasok na ni Coach Oliver Bunye.
Abadam, of course, has improved significantly as a 3-point shooter compared to his first year in the league. Such a stellar young player, very young as well. But plenty of people in DLSU are very excited about his potential and what he can become in the later years of his career. Even now, I'm sure he's going to be a contributor for LaSalle in season 87. So watch out for this kid.
He made his mark dun yung game nung araw ng Zamboanga, di ba?
Yes.
At ito rin ang kalaban nila. NU Bulldogs, they prevailed over 1-point victory as Kevin Cambao swung move to the basket for that layup. DLS yung kumikilos, Baklan, hesitation move. Cortez, 3-point shot, yes!
And there's the Baklaan penetration we talked about, Coach Chris. Once you let Kian get in the paint, he's too good of a passer. He's going to find the open shooters. And now that's 5 quick points for DLSU. We also discussed early on that NU has to make DLSU turn the ball over so they would have a chance. But if NU turns the ball over, that's going to make it easier for DLSU.
PJ Palacielo one of the shock troopers of Coach Jeff Napa contributing with that mid-range jumper. Yung mga kailangan ng NU, no? Para at least man lang, no? Sabi ko nga, go within the striking distance dito sa DLSU, mga tulad ni PJ Palacielo, giving quality minutes.
Now interesting here, Steve Nash Enriquez guarding Kian Baclan, one of his closest friends. They were together as Bulldogs. So to see them going up against each other now, this is going to be very entertaining.
Baclan overcooks that layup. Matakbo ngayon ang mga naka-asul. Jake Figueroa shortened that layup, but Kenshin Padrones was there for the cleanup job. Tabla pa rin ang ating laban, 21 all, and basket counts for the Cool Cub, Jacob Cortez.
So good job that time by Jacob Cortez, using his body to absorb the contact and then using the momentum of his defender against him, the deceleration, pulling back, getting the shot up, plus the foul. Fantastic finish by the future King Archer, maybe? We'll find out.
Sabi mo nga nung last game, no? Making a name for himself. Di lang siya yung anak ni Mike Cortez. He is the one and only Jacob Cortez, but he missed on that free throw attempt, the bonus free throw. Kaya dalawa po ang kalamangang tangan-tangan ngayon ng De La Salle University. 2 minutes 21 seconds remaining. Steve Nash Enriquez misses on that mid-range try. Kiambao. Cortez hesitation move. Erla Badam. Sizing up Padrones. Momentarily losing the rock. Andre Dungo, fresh from UST Cubs. Kiambao. Three.
And it speaks to the depth of DLSU that even as Agunane and Baclaan goes out of the game, now you have to deal with guys as Don Lim. Great move that time to get the shot up. But yes, now you have to deal with guys like Dungo, Policarpio off the bench, Abadam as Policarpio takes a three, but airballs it. And KQ getting hot, of course. That's never a good sign for the opposing team.
Palacielo challenged by Policarpio, and he will get the hoop and the arm. 4th point by PJ Palacielo, giving Coach Jeff Napa quality minutes. He will have the chance to add on to his points as he will trip the line for the bonus free throw.
Absolutely great start so far by Palacielo. Hit the mid-range pull-up earlier. Believe he had a follow-up layup too, and now getting to the rim for the end one. It goes to show that these two teams have been stellar all season long, that they have a combined, I believe that is 51 points with 1 minute 27 seconds left in a 10-minute first quarter. So both teams off to a great start, and I hope this continues so we have a great finals.
PJ Palacielo, 5 straight points in the last 1.5 minutes. We're all tied at 26. Dungo cross court. Kiambao pulls up from the baseline. It's good.
Kevin Kiambao adding that corner jump shot to his arsenal. A lot of times last season we saw him knock down threes from the top of the key or from the wing. But so far this offseason we're seeing him really be more of a weapon from those corners, which is important. As Palacielo again, another mid-range jump shot. So both teams on point here with their shooting.
PJ Palacielo, matuturing na natin siguro ng magic bunot. Coach Jeff Napa off the bench. 7 straight points the last 2 minutes or so. Last 32 seconds remaining. Kiambao, corner 3, overcooks it. Don Lim gives it to the hot hand. Palacielo up and under, move, and 9 straight points for the big man of NU Bulldogs.
Great move that time by Palacielo, patient. Again, using the defender's momentum with the up fake against him to get open for the bank shot.
Policarpio, 8 seconds against Padrones. Up and under. No go. Palacielo with a rebound. Don Lim, 1 second to go. And that wouldn't count kung pumasok man. And it's 30-28 in favor of the NU Bulldogs. Magbabalik po kami. This will be a good one. The PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 Finals. Babalik po kami. And let's hear it from the third member of our broadcast team, Daphne
According to head
Lozano,
coach Jeff Napa
with a report
of
from the
NU Bulldogs, as
Bulldogs.
they return into the finals from the past season, they aim to win this match by becoming more aggressive, especially in terms of defending their opponents. Coach Jeff also added that the boys should be aggressive effectively, not irresponsibly. Their eagerness should be regulated in order for them to take it one possession at a time instead of rushing themselves. Will the Bulldogs finally redeem themselves and claim the championship title today? Let's find out. Back to you, Chris and Naveen.
Thank you very much, Daphne. And lamang ang NU 30-28 after the first. Anong ginawang maganda ng NU over DLSU on that first quarter, David?
Well, I felt NU played with a lot of pace. Every time DLSU would miss a shot or turn the ball over, you saw NU getting out in the break right away, capitalizing on 2-for-1 opportunities, 3-for-2 opportunities, and you had even the big men running like PJ Palacielo, and Omar John also hit a mid-range jumper, and guys like Jake Figueroa using that length and size to attack the rim. You're not seeing NU settle for a lot of outside shots, and you making it a point to get inside and capitalize in points in the paint.
Wala ka makikitang takot sa mata nito mga NU Bulldogs, no? Anong 9-0? Well, we're gonna fight you to the end, and Andre Dungo giving Ramiro the ball. Agunane again inside, unmolested, getting the easy two.
And that time, NU's defensive coverage, particularly Golapa, came back to bite them, pun intended. NU went on a hedge and recover strategy in the pick and roll that allowed Agunane the quick roll to the rim. Ball handler found him, easy 2 points.
NU continuing to play within the system. Palacielo, Rui, no go. Scramble for the loose ball. Won by Jolo Manansala. 10 seconds to create for the NU Bulldogs. But Manansala will not be able to handle the rock turnover. Balik sa kamay ng DLSU ang possession.
And that time, Manansala wanted a foul, asking the referees after that possession where was the foul, although it looked like the ball slipped out of his hands, and good job by the defender staying upright.
Ian Ramiro seeing action here, gives it to Policarpio. Dungo out of the UST Cub team. Jolo Manansala ngayon nagdadala, binigay kay Palacielo para sa NU. Palacielo asking for Steve Nash Enriquez, 12 seconds to shoot. Cross court, Patrick Yu, baseline drive, gives it to Palacielo. No good in that time. Lian Ramiro directing action. Earl Abadam, the recipient, and the basket.
And beautiful sequence that time for LaSalle, and you have to give Ramiro a lot of credit. On the fast break, he told Abadam exactly where to cut, where to go, and he fulfilled that promise by delivering an on-point pass. And then on the other side, Patrick Yu up for the jump shot. Andre Dungo, rookie mistake. You have to give the offensive player his landing space because the referees will call that a foul 9 times out of 10.
Tapos na yung pagbe-break in dito kay Andre Dungo. Pinasok na ni Coach Oliver Bunye, CJ Austria.
And we see Austria with a wrap on his right hand. I wonder if that's an injury he's been nursing all of season long. Would have to confirm that. But I also wonder if it will affect his game a little bit. Although it's not his shooting hand because he is a lefty.
Let's see anong effect ang dadalhin dito sa ating laro. Sa kampo ng DLSU ni CJ Austria as Patrick Yu goes for 2 out of 2 on the trip to the line to make it 32 all. Ramiro in and out on that try. Steve Nash Enriquez running the break for NU. Manansala lines it up for a 3 and it's good.
Great job by Manansala setting his feet and really measuring the basket. Late closeout by Pablo, and just like that, NU back on top.
You see the long hands, the length of Agunane prevailing there for the second serving, and we have an offensive foul against Muhammad Diasana.
And that offensive foul is going to go against Diasana. However, the ball handler in that situation, Manansala, Also, part of the reason why that's an offensive foul is because Manansala was going really fast. Did not really wait for Diasana to really set himself up for the screen there. So, at that point, Diasana gets the short end of the stick.
Napasobra yung momentum dun sa opensiba ngayon. Nasa Agonane, works his way. Pablo dances his way against Manansala. Golyena, floater. Malakas. Scramble for the loose ball. Won by... wait a minute. We have a foul.
And I'm not sure if the viewers heard that, but the whole DLSU bench had a pretty strong reaction to that last call of the referee. I also should mention, Coach Chris, the improvement of Henry Agonane, even from a few months ago when we had our Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup, has been night and day.
Malaki ang pinag-iba na, no? Skills ni Henry Agonane. At pag-uusapan natin yan. Patapos ang timeout na ito, few words from our sponsors. And let's see the top performers magkabilang panig dito sa ating NU Bulldogs. Si Jake Figueroa spearheading the attack with norms of 13.3 points per game, 2 assists per game. Samantala, no-brainer para dito sa DLSU Green Archers, Kevin Cambao with the norms of 16.5 points per game, 3.5 assists, and 6.2 rebounds per ball game.
Yes, KQ, one of our MVP candidates in the Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup. We will have our awarding ceremony after today's finals matchup. So stay tuned for that even after the game.
Balikan natin yung sinasabi mo kanina bago yung timeout na yung Henry Agonane, no?
Yes.
Araw at gabi ang pinagkaiba
Yes.
ng skill level
Tama.
niya from the next man. Kapag yung mga napansin mong mga skills na nag-iba o nag-upgrade for Henry Agonane?
Well, his timing. I feel like he knows now when better to go for the offensive rebound. There would be a lot of times before that he would be called for an offensive foul because he would mistime his jump. I feel his catching ability with his hands now are better. His feet are more coordinated. He knows better when to go fast and when to maybe slow down a little bit. And all of that just will be helpful for DLSU in their quest to go back-to-back. Add the fact that my Michael Phillips ka pa when he gets healthy, and LaSalle's front line looks very, very deep.
Balik tayo ngayon sa aksyon. CJ Austria against Joe Gulapa. 4 seconds to shoot. Agonane, stop and pop, and he will get a basket.
And right there, that's what we're talking about, Coach Chris. Using the Euro step and then letting the defender slide by him before going up for the shot. Good patience by Agonane.
Joe Gulapa, on the other hand, for NU, inigay kay Patrick Yu. Pops from mid-range, and he will get the mid-range shot. Balik ang lamang sa NU, 37-36. 5 minutes, 53 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Yes, great shot that time by Patrick Yu, unfazed by the pressure of CJ Austria at first, and then patiently using the screen and roll to get open.
Luis Pablo, long shot won't go. And babalik ang bola sa kamay ng NU Bulldogs with 5 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Itong larong ito na nagagamit din para mag-eksperimento ng mga ganun. Luis Pablo trying his hand from long range.
Well, I'm not sure you should experiment in the finals, but yes, theoretically, I know that that is a good point. However, one thing I want to mention also, Coach Chris, is that maybe one of the reasons why NU isn't taking a lot of three-point shots is because a lot of time when you take long-range shots, that leads to long rebounds. And if there are long rebounds and you have athletes for DLSU like Baclaan, Kiambao, Cortez, Dungo, Ramiro, Policarpio leading the break, that could lead to easy fast break opportunities. And perhaps that's one of the reasons why you're seeing NU really capitalize on paint scoring opportunities.
Patience nila, no? Talaga to really iikot yung bola, mauubusan doon ng oras ang NU. Easy 2 points yun from the pass break. Nagkataon, no? Agonane momentarily losing the rock. Austria against a hard show by NU. Pablo top of the key. Binalik kay Baclaan, 4 minutes 50 seconds remain Quick pass inside out. Blocked by Muhammad Diasana. Manansala ngayon, being bothered by EJ Gollena. Diasana, quick pass inside to Gulapa. He was smothered there, but there will be a foul that will go against Kian Baclaad.
And once again, aggressive out of NU when it comes to attacking the ring and attacking the paint. Pulling out fouls, getting to the free throw line, easy scoring opportunities. Interestingly also in that last possession for LaSalle, Steve Nash Enriquez went under the screen against Kian Baclaan, daring Baclaan to pull up from deep rather than making him penetrate and allowing him to find an open shooter or two.
Interestingly, punong-puno ngayon ng shooters ang lineup ng NU Bulldogs. Paul Francisco, pinasok na rin ni Coach Jeff Napa. Kasabay niya si Patrick Yu and Steve Nash Enriquez who can shoot from way beyond. Joe Gulapa on the free throw line.
I have to say, ang ganda ng lighting natin today here in the Amoranto Arena. And perhaps that might be a reason why one of the offense of both teams have been on point. So far, great court, great building, great atmosphere. Of course, thank you to Quezon City for helping us host this event today. And we are in, it seems like, for a great finals matchup.
Luis Pablo fouled on that try inside. JC Macalalag, pinasok na rin ni Coach Oliver Bunye. Side story lang, no, Navin. I was one of the teachers of these boys. Luis Pablo, JC Macalalag, and masasabi ko, no, they're really the epitome of being a student athlete. JC Macalalag, laging nasa honor roll yan. Luis Pablo, talagang pinaprioritize din ng mga bata na yan ang pag-aaral.
Of course, of course. Student comes before athlete and student athlete.
Second free throw is a miss for Luis Pablo. 4 minutes, 17 seconds remaining. And that is Paul Francisco. Went all the way. Lamang pa rin ang NU ng tatlo. 40-37. 4 minutes and change here in the second quarter.
NU is playing great basketball so far today, Coach Chris. They're sticking to their game plan of being aggressive, attacking the paint, and so far it is working.
Lagi kong reference dyan yung perfect game ng Villanova in 1985 against Georgetown, and we will have a basket interference, and that basket will count in favor of JC Macalalag. 40-39 our count now. Still NU on top. KQ balik ngayon together with Jacob Cortez para sa Lasal.
So interesting lineup here for DLSU. KQ with Baclaan and Jacob Cortez. Also Agonana in the court with JC Macalalag. So a lot of shooting, floor spreading. Let's see if that means DLSU will look for long range shots more.
Enriquez good for that three-point shot to lift NU to a 43-39 lead. Jacob Cortez couldn't be contained by Paul Francisco, giving up a foul on that drive to the basket.
And great pace so far to this game. Little team fouls for both teams. We haven't really seen anyone in the penalty yet. And that's allowing both squads and their athletes and their star players to go, to be aggressive, and to have a great rhythm back and forth between both teams.
And you going big here. PJ Palacielo checking back in after his well-deserved rest, together with Canshin Padrones. Andra Agonane against a shorter Paul Francisco. Turnaround shot is good for the big guy of De La Salle University, bringing
Yes.
La Salle to within 2 points.
That was a mismatch from the beginning. Paul Francisco getting stuck in the post against Agonane, and Agonane patiently backing him down, using that length and size to shoot over him.
9 seconds to operate for NU, and Padrones missing it, but Palacielo was there at the weak side.
And one of the ways that you can score by attacking the paint is even if you miss the first shot, if the help defender in the paint will have to come out and contest, that means someone can be open for an offensive rebound. NU is recognizing this and really capitalizing on it.
Cortez give and go. Agonane side-stepping move. Jacob Cortez was fouled there. Such a nice move there by Jacob Cortez. Poetry in motion.
And yes, so far from the LaSalle offense, you're seeing them really continuing to move. Even the point guard like Cortez in that situation, getting the ball to the big man but not staying stationary, cutting to the rim. And credit to Agunane for finding him, using that size to tower over defenders to find the good passing lane. Cortez, however, misses the first free throw.
That has been hurting the cause of De La Salle in this ball game. Their missed free throws. Jacob Cortez missing on that first try. Second is good. So left La Salle within 3 points, 45-42, with 2 minutes 33 seconds left here in the second quarter.
So interestingly, we haven't seen Jake Figueroa come back in this game yet after his stellar first quarter. But so far, NU doing well without him, even extending this lead to 3 points. But him coming back fresh later with NU having a lead, that's just going to help the Bulldogs. I'll tell you what's not going to help the Bulldogs, unforced errors like that.
Kenshin Padrones, second guess that move, which is why he was called for. Turnover.
Should worth noting also, partner, you know, like NU and LaSalle did have a great finals in Zamboanga, which led to LaSalle winning the game thanks to an Abadam game winner. And then they did face each other in the PINOYLIGA elimination round, where DLSU won. But recently, NU beat them in an off-season matchup as well. And so these two teams actually are closer than people might think.
Basang-basa nila ang bawat isa. Sa Makalalag, line sila for 3. Too strong. Paul Francisco.
To add to that as well, last UAAP season, yes, LaSalle beat NU in the Final Four. But in the elimination round, both teams actually split the season series.
Talagang merong ano talaga to, no? Masasabing mga side stories.
Yes.
Itong dalawang koponang ito. Bola ngayon nasa kamay ng DLSU with a fresh 14 seconds. Junel Policarpio giving it back to Baclaan, but there was a foul.
And just not a smart play that time by the Bulldogs. Pushing fouls on Tebel Garcia. Rookie mistake by the newcomer. NU at 14 fouls. That puts them in the penalty. And already up 3, that sends Policarpio to the free throw line. You don't want them to get easy points because in addition to this being 2 free throw opportunities, now LaSalle can really set up their defense as well after the free throw rather than NU maybe getting a rebound and getting a fast break opportunity.
And again, the free throw shooting woes of De La Salle continuing there as Policarpio missed his first. 2 minutes remaining here with the second quarter. Second free throw is good. 2 puntos na kalamangan po ang tangan-tangan ng NU Bulldogs, 45-43. And they're on the offense right now, natulabot against another lefty, JC Macalalag. And Palacielo continues his rampage today in this championship game.
So what happens there? Tulabot gets deep in the paint on the post-up against Macalalag. Policarpio is forced to help, which means Palacielo is open in the drop-off pass. Good job by Tulabot recognizing where the help came from and finding the open man.
Jonel Policarpio, easy 2 on that try. 1 minute 23 seconds remaining. 2-point lead NU. Francisco giving it to the hot hand. PJ Palacielo against Jonel Policarpio. Short pass to Padrones was buttered by KQ.
Great recognition that time by Kevin Kimbao, really guarding 2 players almost, knowing that the cross screen was coming to get the guy open in the paint and deflecting that ball out of bounds.
Yung reason bakit hindi pa bumabalik si Jake Figueroa, PJ Palacielo.
Yes. Solid play so far.
Padrones, Palacielo fakes his man, but pass buttered by Cortez. Starting the break now. He will go all the way.
Cortez read that perfectly. We know he has good instincts on the defensive side of the floor when to attack those passing lanes, and that time going coast to coast. Looking like Dad Mike on that layup.
Paul Francisco missing on that mid-range jumper. 47 all. Baclaan. 3-point shot in and out. But Paul Francisco was caught there.
And Coach Jeff Napa very irritated. Not sure if that was because of Francisco's foul or because he thought that shouldn't have been a foul. Either way, Francisco is called for a foul, and because NU is in the penalty, Policarpio will go back to the free throw line.
Coach Jeff Napa livid on that last sequence as Joe Gulapa and Mon de la Cruz checking back in. And nabigyan din ng warning ng ating officials itong si Coach Jeff Napa. Kasi ibinagsak niya sa kanyang gigil yung isa sa mga standees ng ating partners. At samantalahin ko na rin, Navin, no? Patihin natin mga partners natin.
Exactly. Good segue. Thank you, Coach
sa
Jeff.
PINOYLIGA Cup, Kickstart Coffee, Smart Sports, Eastern Communications, Amelie Hotel Manila, Happy Cow Chocolate Chip Cookies, and Box Enderan Colleges, and Aliw Channel 23, our broadcast partner.
Thank you to all the sponsors who have made this Collegiate Cup a very fun conference so far. And also, of course, thank you to the viewers, everyone who have been watching the games. Thank you to my people, the Navs Effect community, for tuning in today also. Appreciate it, guys. And I'll also say thank you na to my wife, Karina, for watching as well. Appreciate you.
Nanonood yung dalawang anak ko ngayon, no? Si Nacho at si Emilia. And with 31.8 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, papahinga muna po kami. We'll be back after this timeout. Magbabalik po kami. And we are back here live from the Amoranto Sports Complex. 47-49, 2 puntos po ang naghihiwalay dito sa dalawang kuponang ito. Naglalaban para sa championship ng PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. 31.8 seconds remaining. We'll go into the first half break. NU Bulldogs calling the timeout after Coach Jeff Napa went livid on that Paul Francisco foul that led to 2 free throws made by Junel Policarpio.
Yes, a 7-0 run here for DLSU, or rather a 7-2 run. NU is up 45-42, and now DLSU though starting to build a rhythm. But so far, both teams really performing well on the offensive end. Almost 100 points combined after nearly 20 minutes of play. Just exquisite shot making from both sides. Both teams really knowing exactly where to attack and capitalizing on it so far.
Jake Figueroa inserted back into the lineup by Coach Jeff Napa.
That was a long break for their best player.
Gives it to Jolo Manansala. 3-point shot, too wide. Makalalag protects the board.
Garcia's
Cortez
down here. Garcia, the rookie out of NU, looks like he might have gotten a hit. He's getting back up now, but Cortez knocks down the 3.
Jacob Cortez draining that 3-point shot to make it 52-47. 7.3 seconds remaining. There will be a review on that last play, and Tebol Garcia splattered on the floor right now.
Exactly. It looks like that's what the referees might be reviewing here shortly. And hopefully Tebol is okay. That's our number one concern, of course. On the other end, though, Jacob Cortez knocking down, that might be his third triple of this game so far. And one thing about Jacob shooting, I was actually watching him warm up earlier. He was knocking down shots from near the logo partner in the warm-up session for DLSU. I posted about it on my social media too. Is you notice he has such a quick release, but despite the very quick release of Jacob, this ability to really flick his wrists and keep those elbows, keep that elbow in while he's shooting, it's just impressive stuff. And his improvement compared to when he was a high school player has made him a college basketball superstar, which is what he is right now. A champion in the NCAA, King Lion for one season, and now the chance to be a King Archer and perhaps a UAAP champion next year.
Actually, nagsimula yung strides in improvement with Jacob Cortez. Yung maturity niya, lumipat siya ng isang taon sa UST Tiger Cubs in 2019.
He also spent some time in the States during the pandemic, of course, training with his dad and really coming back a better player after that. His improvement from his first to his second season in San Beda, the off-season work he put in. We have to credit Coach Yuri Escueta, of course, for helping Jacob develop his skills. Yuri, one of the best developmental coaches we have in the country today. And what we have now is a bona fide highlight-making, star of a player. Just everything you can hope for a college point guard.
Baga, if we can see Kevin Kiambao as a pro in a college player's clothes, no, Jacob Cortez can be on the way there.
Yes, and Jacob also has done a tremendous job working on his body. He's dropped some body fat. He's gotten leaner. He's toned his body. He's developed some muscles, and that's really allowed him to be a more explosive player going up against taller opposition.
There will be a force to reckon with. Silang dalawa ni Kian Baclaan come next season. Pwede na sila maglaro together for the DLSU Green Archers. Samantala, hinihintay po natin dito for things to be sorted out here with our officials.
7.3 seconds left in what has been a very, very, very entertaining first half so far. And we're waiting for the referees to determine their last review. Of course, we want to make sure they get the decisions right, which is why we're okay with the time that's elapsing right now. Hopefully, everything is okay with Tebol Garcia, as we last discussed.
Sabi mo nga last Final Four matchup natin, yung winning final or playoff games, no, yung get the momentum on the last minute of the
right,
quarter.
exactly.
And yun ang ginagawa ngayon.
Closing
first
out
quarter ng NU.
Closing
Ngayon
out
naman,
quarter strong,
yeah.
yes, exactly. NU did it in the first period. Now DLSU really on a roll here. Earlier we mentioned they were on a 7-2 run. Well, that 7-2 run has extended to a 10-2 run. NU was ahead by 3 points just moments ago, and now this is a 5-point advantage as the referees have finally made a decision.
That, I think, will be an unsportsmanlike foul. It will be against Jonel Policarpio. Tough break here for DLSU na ipuslo yung 3-point shot ni Jacob Cortez, pero nahuli naman on the other side of the floor itong si Jonel Policarpio hitting Tebol Garcia.
Yes, so Jonel Policarpio will have to sit out the remainder of this first half and sit out the opening minutes of the third period.
Sayang, no? They could have gotten the last laugh, but Steve Nash Enriquez missing those free throws, and Kevin Kiambao having some words. Steve Nash Enriquez before taking this second free throw.
Of course, those two were teammates, National University Nazareth School. The Bullpups, the dynastic Bullpups.
Bullpups to remember.
Yes.
Kung merong Bulldogs to remember ka kanina, 2014, sila yung talagang nagtayo ng dynasty dyan sa Hawkson Street, Sampaloc, Manila.
Probably the greatest high school batch that we've had in a long, long time. When you think about all the talent those teams had, Fortea, Alarcon, Tamayo, Kiambao, Enriquez, Raylan Torres, just such a deep team.
And you wasting an opportunity. JC Macalalag hustling his way, sacrificing his body against Jake Figueroa.
So this is going to be, is this a foul call? Because if it is, that means free throws. Oh, a backcourt violation on the National University Bulldogs.
And Coach Oliver Bunye would want to make sure of his moves with 3.9 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. We'll be back. And we are back here at the Amoranto Sports Complex at the heart of Quezon City. 3.9 seconds remaining here in the second quarter of the championship match of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. Last possession of this quarter will be played by De La Salle University. Coach Oliver Bunye drawing up the play as he called that last time out. Our score is 52-48. 4 na puntos po ang kalamangan ng De La Salle Green Archers laban sa NU Bulldogs.
Wouldn't surprise me if we see one of KQ or maybe Cortez come off pin downs here. Maybe an elevator play to get someone open for a jump shot as time expires. 4 seconds is a lot to work with here for DLSU. Interested to see what they come up with.
EJ Goliana inbounding the ball. Makalalag flashing. Cortez, quick three. And it will be good for the Cool Cub to finish the quarter strong for De La Salle University, who's up 55-48.
Forgive the terminology, but god damn! What a shot by Jacob Cortez to end the first half.
And we will close this first half with the words from our courtside reporter Daphne Lozano.
All out. Those are the words of the De La Salle Green Archers head coach Oliver Bunye when I asked him what is their game plan for today's matchup. Hailing as the undefeated team in this league, they believe that this is an opportunity to show what they are capable of. He also added that they will be able to determine where they are as a team, especially with their new recruits, Kian Baclaan and Jacob Cortez. Back to you, Chris and Naveen.
Thank you very much, Daphne, at magbabalik po kami matapos itong halftime break.
Let's begin. So now, as you can see, our sales have increased and we've been receiving positive feedbacks from our clients. Get this quarter, we need to improve.
What's happening? Invite nyo ulit. Siya yata yung na-disconnect. Sige po. Ay nako, who's eating up the bandwidth?
Oh wow, sounds like this business needs a stronger connection. In this case, this business needs Eastern IDS, a dedicated business-grade internet that lets you own your bandwidth. And that's where Eastern Communications comes in. Think of us as your trusted partners in connectivity and ICT solutions. We're here to identify your business's needs and offer you the best solutions tailor-fit just for you. So we can be by your side to set you up for a stronger tomorrow.
Hey, can you organize these files for me? I need these by the end of the day, please.
Okay.
Great.
Storage too low? Well, it might be time to upgrade your business's cloud storage. After all, you can't run your company on low storage. Build your business with convenience and security. Build with Eastern Cloud.
Bro, good evening. I would like to request the file na pin-approve ko kagabi.
Name?
Bro, I'm Mark.
Uy, Mark!
Pare!
I'm
Sige,
Mark.
go ahead!
Good evening. Gonna get the file na pina-approve ko kahapon.
Name?
Mark.
Hindi ikaw ang pare ko.
Ako
Hindi
to,
ikaw
si Mark.
Hindi ikaw si Mark.
Bro, ako to si
Pare.
Mark. Bro, ako si Mark.
Hindi nga ikaw si Mark.
Ako si Mark.
Magkap ka, hindi ikaw si Mark. Salamat, pare.
Bro, ako to si Mark.
Kababata ako yun, hindi ikaw yun. Tatawag ako ng guard.
Go ahead. Tumawag ka ng guard. Ako nga si Mark.
Guard!
Keep your company's files and personal data safe from potential cyber attacks. Take the extra measure to protect your business from outside threats with Eastern Communications Cyber Defense Suite. Eastern Communications.
By the Blazers. Against Don Lim. Getting blocked by Don Lim. Solid defense by Don Lim.
The race toward better technology has brought significant improvements to people's lives. But in that race, the focus became technology, leaving behind the heart of service, the very connection with those for whom technology must serve. We'd like to change all that. Here's a warm hello from Eastern Communications. We're here to present a refreshing point of view that when it comes to delivering business communication solutions, it's time to bring back the human connection because it's just as important as the technology. This is what sets us apart from all others. Eastern Communications is business made personal. It means getting intimate with our clients' needs so we can provide thoughtful solutions to help them achieve their goals. That's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit. We are maalam at maaasahan. When we have a heart for service, our every move seeks to meet the needs of our clients. Our clients are happy when their needs are met. When they're happy, they're in a better position to make their own customers happy.
Being in the service industry myself, I can say that biggest isn't always better. It's the one that serves you best, the one that treats you right.
You see, beyond advanced communications technology, we see the people who will use them.
In my work, I'm having a good day when everything just works well. Nakaka-good mood talaga.
And so, we see problems that must be solved.
An expert is only useful if he understands your business. Diyan magaling ang Eastern.
For every challenge, there is a happier outcome.
In my work, when opportunity calls, answer agad.
Every goal is the destination.
Kahit maliit pa lang yung negosyo ko, big help talaga yung alaga ka. Salamat, Eastern.
We see every relationship that must be strengthened.
Thank you for making me feel like your biggest client.
As we do all we can to offer technology that is always solid and reliable, we never lose sight of our brand of personalized customer service. It's a connection that is both high-tech and high-touch. We see a customer who will be glad to know that our connection is as reliable as our commitment to personalized customer service. Unwavering, unflagging, and undeniably strong. High-tech and high-touch. That's our strong connection. We are Eastern Communications.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
the Blazers. Against Don Lim. Getting blocked by Don Lim. Solid defense by Don Lim.
Let's begin. So now, as you can see, our sales have increased and we've been receiving positive feedbacks from our clients. Get this quarter, we need to improve.
What's happening? Invite nyo ulit. Siya yata yung na-disconnect. Sige po. Ay nako. Who's eating up the bandwidth?
Oh, wow. Sounds like this business needs a stronger connection. In this case, this business needs Eastern IDS, a dedicated business-grade internet that lets you own your bandwidth. And that's where Eastern Communications comes in. Think of us as your trusted partners in connectivity and ICT solutions. We're here to identify your business's needs and offer you the best solutions tailor-fit just for you. So we can be by your side to set you up for a stronger tomorrow.
Hey, can you organize these files for me? I need these by the end of the day, please.
Okay.
Great.
Storage too low? Well, it might be time to upgrade your business's cloud storage. After all, you can't run your company on low storage. Build your business with convenience and security. Build with Eastern Cloud.
Bro, good evening. I would like to request the file na pin-approve ko kagabi.
Name?
Bro, I'm Mark.
Uy, Mark! Pare!
I'm
Sige,
Mark.
go ahead!
Good evening. Gonna get the file na pina-approve ko kahapon.
Name?
Mark.
Hindi ikaw ang pare ko.
Ako
Hindi
to,
ikaw
si Mark.
Hindi ikaw si Mark.
Bro, ako to si
Pare.
Mark. Bro, ako si Mark.
Hindi nga ikaw si Mark.
Ako si Mark.
Magkap ka, hindi ikaw si Mark. Salamat, pare.
Bro, ako to si Mark.
Kababata ako yun, hindi ikaw yun. Tatawag ako ng guard.
Go ahead. Tumawag ka ng guard. Ako nga si Mark.
Guard!
Keep your company's files and personal data safe from potential cyber attacks. Take the extra measure to protect your business from outside threats with Eastern Communications Cyber Defense Suite. Managing a business becomes easier when you have the right set of tools for your business that can give your business that much needed boost.
That concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Or to handle your processing, storage, and networking needs with Eastern Cloud.
We are back at the half, 55-48 is our score. Lamang po ang DLSU over the NU Bulldogs. And may kasama ang ating courtside reporter na si Daphne Lozano. Daphne.
Good afternoon, and you're still tuned in to PINOYLIGA Cup Championship match between the De La Salle University and the NU Bulldogs. Beside me are important people from the audience, representatives from the Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. But on my right side is Gabby Libunao. Gabby, thank you so much for gracing your time here with us, and I hope you are enjoying so far. And may I ask, are you a fan of one of the teams today?
I'm a big fan of both teams because I can see that they are both very much competitive, and you can really see that they want to win this championship.
Thank you so much, Gabby. And now on my left side is Coach Jardine Estanislao. So, good afternoon po, Coach. So, as a basketball coach and also a fan, what can you say po sa pinapakita ng dalawang teams right now?
For me, medyo intense yung game, no? Medyo physical. Pero at least, nakakuha rin kami ng ideas, no? Kung paano yung kung ano yung itsura ng college game.
Ayun, sir. Now, I'm also giving you the opportunity to greet and thank anyone you like po.
I would like to take this opportunity, no, to thank the Lourdes community, no, for the support, especially the administration, our fathers, then also the fans, no, na fully support sa amin, and to our sponsors din.
And that is all for our halftime interview. Back to you, Chris and Naveen.
Thank you very much, Daphne Lozano, together with the Lourdes Mandaluyong basketball team. And it's the halftime here at the PINOYLIGA Championship game, 55-48. And let's go over the numbers for the first half, Naveen.
Yes, so what stands out right away, Coach Chris, is the effective shooting of both squads. DLSU 22 out of 38, NU 20 out of 32. So why does DLSU have 6 more shot attempts than the Bulldogs? Well, you have to look at the turnovers. 3 more turnovers for the Bulldogs have led to more shooting opportunities for DLSU. NU, though, doing a good job cleaning up the boards. And also, I believe NU has attempted, actually no, LaSalle has attempted more free throws than NU, but both teams have made the same amount of shots. 3-point shooting, 9-point difference from the 3-point shooting alone. Jacob Cortez already up to 17 points for the Green Archers. Figueroa with 11 to lead the Bulldogs. So far, an even matchup between both teams, but LaSalle's ability to close out the second quarter strong is why they have this lead.
Stellar performances for Jacob Cortez for De La Salle with 17 points, and Jake Figueroa 11 points for NU. And we acknowledge the presence of the first Filipina to be qualify for the Olympics for fencing, Sam Katantan, in the house now here at the Amoranto Sports Complex, grazing this championship tournament of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. And for our second half, Naveen, ano yung mga pwedeng gawin na adjustments ni Coach Jeff Napa to make this game still a competitive one for the NU Bulldogs?
Well, their game plan early on was working really well, actually. NU made it a point to attack the paint, to get to the rim. Late passes for open drop-off opportunities in the dunker spot, forcing LaSalle's defense to send help and finding the open guy. But towards the end, you kind of saw NU lost their composure some, particularly maybe jacking up quicker threes earlier in the shot clock, turning the ball over, like that backcourt violation that led to Cortez's late three-pointer to end the second period. And it's just a matter of getting back to their game plan that worked, preventing LaSalle from getting out on the fast breaks, getting out and running, and making LaSalle have to beat them with half-court offense.
At makikita natin ngayon on center court ang ating fencer. First Filipina to be able to qualify for the Olympics for fencing, Sam Katantan, being flanked by both teams here in the championship match of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. And we wish Sam the best of luck. God bless in your campaign this upcoming Paris Olympics this coming July.
Absolutely, we wish her the best. I'm sure that the whole Philippine community will be behind her 100% as she aims to make the country proud in Paris.
Mga boxers natin, sasamahan si Sam Katantan, and ating Gilas Pilipinas also would want to have a crack, no, sa Olympic qualifying tournament. Seems to be a tall order, pero lalaban at lalaban yan.
Exactly, laban lang.
Second half here underway. The last 20 minutes of this championship match.
Last 20 minutes of what has been an incredible Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup season. Of course, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our founder, Benny Benitez, and the hardworking team behind the Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup for making all of this happen. Our technical crew, of course, our ground crew, just everyone, even you, Coach Chris, and everyone who has really helped make this such a successful season so far. And it's only fitting that we have an entertaining final matchup to determine our champion.
Both teams making this a very competitive match. Batiin ko na rin yung mga kasama natin sa broadcast pool. Nagdaang season, nagdaan na tournament na to. Coach Russell Raypon, Justin Almeda, Migs Gonzalez, and Rowy Sacote. As we have the third quarter underway, Jacob Cortez lines it up again for 3. At hindi pa nanlalamig ang mga kamay ng Cool Cub as he drains that 3-pointer to start the second half.
Jacob Cortez started the first half with a 3, ended the first half with a 3, and now starts the second half with a 3-pointer, already up to 20 points. And that time, the horns action for DLSU confused the NU defense, leading to a wide-open triple. The last guy you want to leave open right now if you're NU is Jacob Cortez, but that's exactly what happened.
Jake Figueroa couldn't fake his way against KQ, and that time, frustrated getting fouled. Cortez again on the move for DLSU. Dumps it to Goliena. 3-pointer to Strong. Jello Santiago colors the rebound for NU. 9 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the third. Tebol Garcia driving, posting up Cortez. Kicks it out. Figueroa sizing up against Elijah Goliena. Mon de la Cruz. Step back 3. Strong. Agunanes skies high for the rebound.
So no Baclan to start the second half for DLSU as Coach Topex upsuit Makalalag and Goliena, both guys who came off the bench in the first half to start this third quarter.
And Kevin Cambao continues the rampage for De La Salle as De La Salle now is up by 12 points, 60-48 with 8 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the third.
Yes, 12-point lead now for DLSU, their largest of the game. This is danger time for the Bulldogs. Their offense has slowed down a bit here while DLSU looks like they continue to stay hot from the field.
High defense now by DLSU as Santiago misses on the triple. Mon de la Cruz. Santiago tries again his hand from way beyond. No go. Cortez colors the board.
And now you see DLSU packing the paint, forcing NU to take those long-range shots compared to earlier in the first half where NU was able to penetrate and get points in the paint. So far, NU's three-point shooting not quite there yet.
Jello Santiago against JC Makalalag. Omar John starting the second half for NU. Tebol Garcia, give and go, no go. But Mon de la Cruz was there popping out from the weak side for the cleanup job to make it a 10-point game for NU.
Yes, solid job that time by De La Cruz to crash the board and find the opening.
KQ again, mid-range. Lista mo na.
Yeah, KQ's ability to rise up really quickly when it looks like he's about to drive in and then use that combination of size and length to shoot over the defenses. It's just unfair, partner. I mean, how many players in college basketball can do that?
Meron parang switch. No, pwedeng ano muna, strong ngayon, moderate lang, or medya-medya lang. As we have 8 seconds or rather, mauubusan ng oras ang NU, but Mon de la Cruz coloring that rebound and shoots over Henry Agunane underneath.
Matic yan si De La Cruz when he gets underneath the rim like that. He can score in the reverse. He can go straight up. Solid player for the Bulldogs.
Even go KQ to JC Makalalag. Big 2 points to answer back for De La Salle. Again, a 12-point lead by the Green Archers. Jello Santiago driving left. And he will be fouled there by JC Makalalag.
So earlier in the first half, you saw the Bulldogs get Figueroa going with aggressive attacks, baseline, fast break. So far here in the third quarter, we haven't really seen him control the ball much. It's been more of Santiago, a little bit of Tebol Garcia, konting De La Cruz. I feel like NU needs to do a better job getting Figueroa going. He had 11 points in the first quarter, been silent since, sat out for a lot of the second quarter. And NU needs his production in this game.
Feeling ko medyo nanlamig dun sa pagpapahinga na yun si Jake Figueroa. And ito na nga, no, binalik na ni Coach Jeff Napa si PJ Palacielo. He had a hot hand in the first half but missed free throws, hounding the campaign of NU this quarter. Cortez to Kiambao but Makalalag was there to save the day. Cortez lines it up for 3. Uwian na kung pumasok yun, but Kevin Kiambao losing the ball outside. Babalik ngayon ang possession sa kamay ng NU Bulldogs.
So now some substitutions here. Baclaan, Dungo, and Abadam all checking into the game. Staying on the court for DLSU, Aguinane and Kiambao. Meanwhile for NU naman, pumasok na si Enriquez tsaka si Don Lim. Palacielo also in the game along with Kenshin Padrones.
11-point lead for DLSU. Good time to again break in the likes of Andre Dungo. Steve Nash Enriquez. No go in that reverse layup. Andre Dungo starting the break now for DLSU. The rookie out of UST showing his wares today. Baclaan slicing through the defense. Gives it to Aguinane. But he will be fouled taking that shot underneath.
And Pare, I think that's where Kian Baclaan is at his best. His ability to get low that time, split the double team, get to the rim, force the big man to come out to him, and then dish the ball at the perfect time for Aguinane. If that was not a foul by NU, that would have been an easy 2 points for Aguinane. But that all started with Baclaan's penetration and ability to get past the initial defenders.
Si Kian Baclaan yung isang losing piece of the puzzle ngayon para sa kampanya ng DLSU. Henry Aguinane making his trip to the line. First free throw is off.
Didn't bend his knees.
Medyo mapapagalitan ng mga coaches to, lalo ng mga skills coach, lalo Coach Jello Vito during the halftime break. No? Naipasok yung halftime shot dun sa palaro na binigay sa atin ng Eastern Communication as Henry Aguinane misses both free throws. Jake Figueroa against Dungo using the left hand, and he will be fouled in that strong drive to the cup.
And that's exactly why NU needs to get more of Figueroa on the move, on the catch, attacking. Force the DLSU players to be in rotation on defense, and that could open up opportunities for guys like Palacielo or Padrones to crash the boards, maybe get second chance scoring opportunities, if not Figueroa getting to the line himself or scoring.
This is the best time probably for NU to dump the ball really to Jake Figueroa. Even the more or less nandyan si Earl Abadam, Andre Dungo, the newbies of this De La Salle team. Figueroa missing both free throws, but Padrones push off Henry Aguinane to create space on that rebound play.
Team foul situation now. 3 team fouls for the NU Bulldogs, only 2 for DLSU with 5:28 left to go in the third period.
NU must make some smart moves para hindi ko mawala ng tuluyan itong DLSU with 5 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in the third. Baclaan against Kenshin Padrones, shaking and baking. Dabs it to Aguinane underneath, and he will score easily. 66-53, SAR score, 5 minutes and change. Palacielo. Naubos yung balang baon-baon ni PJ Palacielo. Kaninang pumutok ito nung first half. Kevin Kiambao giving it back to Baclaan. Driving against Steve Nash Enriquez, and finally, Ian Baclaan getting into his groove in this offense here in the second half.
That Muntinlupa connection, Baclaan and Kiambao, we've seen it only so far in outside tournaments and outside games. We're seeing it here now for the green and white.
Palacielo faking the handoff. Gives it to Figueroa. Palacielo thinking 3. Gives it underneath to Padrones. Again, that hustle, but Kenshin Padrones retaining possession for the Bulldogs, and he will be fouled. And I think he will be shooting 2 free throws.
And solid job that time by Kevin Kimbao, putting his hand up and preventing Padrones from getting the EC2 to begin with. But also give credit to Padrones. They didn't give up on the play, went for the offensive rebound when he knew the shot wasn't going to go in. And now this is NU's chance, down 15, to maybe build some momentum, make some easy points, go on the board from the free throw line, and perhaps cut this lead entering the fourth quarter.
And napansin din natin, medyo bumagal yung pacing ng laro nitong dalawang teams na to.
Well,
This
for
second half.
NU, for LaSalle, it's really push, keeping their foot on the gas pedal.
And that slow pace is favoring NU right now. They're getting opportunities to score, but not at that time, as Padrones missing on that free throws. 1 out of 2 on the trip, 68-54. De La Salle University up 14 points. Baclaan losing it to Padrones. Don Lim ngayon pushing the pace for NU. Pops from mid-range. No go. Policario tapping it. Padrones underneath. And he will get a foul. Probably that will be against Jonel Policarpio na nagbalik na after that unsportsmanlike foul.
Exactly, yes. Policarpio had to sit out 3 minutes after picking up an unsportsmanlike foul late in the second period. And Padrones back here to the free throw line. So far, the free throws haven't been stellar for NU this quarter. 1 out of 4 pa lang ata.
Kenshin Padrones, one of the more consistent players for NU during this Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup Season 3. Cashes in on that first free throw. Make it 68-55. Binabati natin ngayon yung mga partners natin, Kickstart Coffee, Smart Sports, Eastern Communications, Amelie Hotel, Happy Cow Chocolate Chip Cookies and Box, Enderan Colleges and Aliu Channel 23. And we also would want to give a shout out and a big congratulations sa kaibigan ng Pinoy Liga Cup na si Coach Jong Wichico.
Indeed, congratulations.
Being appointed as the new head coach of NLEX Warriors. And Baclaan kicks it out to Abadam. Too strong on that try from way beyond. Padrones colors the board. Jolo Manansala against 2 white shirts. Do not get it. Baclaan drops it to KQ, one-hander. Kapos.
Good defensive, a good late defensive effort that time by NU to contest that KQ floater.
Some extracurricular action underneath.
Exactly. Sayang NU had the numbers na, but Palacielo was assessed an offensive foul for a moving screen, like using his hips to move out the defender to give Don Lim an open lane to the ring. Unfortunately for NU, that wasn't allowed.
Kaninang first up, kumbaga parang 2K yung pinag-uusapan natin. PJ Palacielo was on superstar mode, no?
Yeah, this so far is a little bit more of what we'd see from college basketball.
Dungo, no foul call there. Eh, mga ganun talaga, hindi tatawagan ng mga referees yan. No? Just earn it. And Palacielo finding Kenshin Padrones alone underneath. Scoring.
Yes.
Binaba ang kalamangan ng LaSalle to just 10 points, 68-58, 2 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the third. Baclaan kicks it out. Policarpio extra pass to KQ. Too strong. Manansala ngayon.
And this is where NU can go on the run. LaSalle slowing down on offense. The Bulldogs getting to run on fast break opportunities. But that time, good transition defense by DLSU.
Palacielo downstairs, turn around against Policarpio. No go. KQ colors the board. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Earl Abadam waiting for the troops.
And one of the things you see DLSU do is get the ball up to their side of the court real quick, which might seem like a small thing, but it really allows them to generate offensive possessions early in the shot clock.
Finally, Kevin Cambao draining that three-pointer. Make it 71-58. 1 minute 27 seconds remaining. Jolo Manansala against Earl Abadam. Don Lim. Step back 3. Pumaliwa. And bola babalik ngayon sa kamay ng De La Salle University, and Luis Pablo checks back in. Papalitan si Kevin Kiambao. Paul Francisco, babalik din pa sa panig ng NU Bulldogs kapalit ni Don Lim. Also, Joe Gulapa checking in, replacing Kenshin Padrones.
So we're seeing a lot of lineups for NU that doesn't have either John or Diasana. A lot of lineups where they go without an FSA, and I thought NU might capitalize on their height advantage in terms of having 2 FSAs early in this game, but it looks like Coach Jeff is trying to match DLSU speed.
Liability sa speed, yung dalawang FSA na yan, as we see here. Jonel Policarpio draining that jumper from the free throw line to make it 73-58. Patrick Yu kicks it out. Paul Francisco, extra pass. Manansala, 3-point shot in and out. Forward pass, Baclaan to Policarpio, step back. Too strong on that. Goliana contesting the board, but it was started by NU. Francisco against 2 white shirts, loses the handle. Forward pass, Andre Dungo couldn't keep pace with the speed of that pass.
28.8 seconds left here in the third period. Both teams 1 foul away from being in the penalty. So the last thing you want if you're either team is to give up a foul that could send the other team to the free throw line for easy points.
Just like that, 15 puntos po ngayon ng tangan-tangan ng De La Salle University na kalamangan over NU Bulldogs. Last 10 seconds remaining here in the third. Manansala, turnaround shot is good.
Good
but
move
the
that
lead out to
time.
13.
Good move by Manansala, utilizing that height advantage to get to the rim.
And Andre Dungo will run out of time. And at the end of the third, it's the De La Salle University Green Archers over the NU Bulldogs by 13 points, 73-60. And we'll turn it over to our courtside reporter, Daphne Lozano. Daphne, anong kwento mo?
I had the chance to ask Kian Baclaan of the De La Salle Green Archers on his thoughts in regards to matching up with his former team, the NU Bulldogs. He expressed his excitement because this is the first time he is going up against them since his transfer. Even so, he said that we should expect him to give his 110% in today's match to counterattack the scouting reports against him. Back to you, Chris and Naveen.
Thank you very much, Daphne Lozano, for that report. 13-point lead by De La Salle University over NU 72-60. We'll have some words from our friends. Magbabalik po kami. And we're back here on a rainy afternoon at the heart of the City of Stars, Quezon City, AMORANTO Sports Complex for the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 Championship game. As we open the payoff period, Patrick Yu, unang nakabutas ng ring for this fourth quarter para sa NU. Jonel Policarpio, 3-point shot is good. 76-62, 14-point lead by De La Salle. Patrick Yu giving it to Jolo Manansala, driving strong, and Jacob Cortez intercepting it, and he will finish off the break.
22 points now in this game for Jacob Cortez. Last possession, he was also the guy who delivered that pass to Policarpio for the 3. So overall, just such a great floor game for Cortez. Has been stellar from start to finish, and promising DLSU with a lot of enticing moments when he becomes eligible for the UAP.
Sabi ng mga experts, pagdating sa mga championship matchups na ganito, you throw away the stats, he who wants it more would win. And Jacob Cortez showing us right now he wants it more, as Pablo throws away the possession, and Elijah Goliana duty foul there.
Boris Marasiga now in the game for DLSU as well. He's been solid for them all conference long, of course, today with a lot of DLSU's main guys in action. He hasn't seen plenty of minutes, but he's one of the standout newcomers for this team to watch out for.
Dito natin makikita yung lalim ng war chest ng De La Salle. Si Boris Marasigan ngayon palang ipinasok ni Coach Oliver Bunyi as natulabot misses on that corner 3 attempt. Tumatakbo na naman ngayon ang mga nakaputi ng De La Salle University. Cortez medyo nang gigil dun on that strong drive to the hoop, losing the handle. Babalik ngayon ang possession sa kamay ng NU Bulldogs. 8 minutes 21 seconds remaining. 14-point lead by De La Salle University. Binabati natin mga kaibigan natin both sides of the floor, mga naging teachers ko sa De La Salle University, mga brothers, brother Richie Yap na lagi nagte-trending para sa DLSU, at si Doc Oti Kamangyan ng NU Sports. Kaibigan na natin yan. NU hustling their way to retain possession. 7 seconds on their shot clock. Tulabot against 2 white shirts. 2 seconds. Paul Francisco doesn't seem to know it. And Pablo was there to smother it. Cortez nauuna and he will finish. No go on that try. Goliena, second serving, but Joe Gulapa was there to smother it. Figueroa against Henry Agunane. And Henry Agunane would be fouled. Nireklamo ngayon ng coaching staff ng De La Salle University saying Figueroa committed a traveling violation.
And it looks like DLSU might get a warning here for continuous complaining. But good defense by both teams so far the last few possessions. Beforehand, of course, Luis Pablo with the solid defense and Paul Francisco preventing him from getting a shot up despite the shot clock going down. And then on the other end, Jacob Cortez, good attempt to shoot over the outstretched arm of the defender, but stopped at the rim. And here, Jake Figueroa all the way to get to the free throw line.
Jake Figueroa sinking his first free throw, seemingly ng lamig. No?
First points, I believe, since the first quarter when he had 11.
Mukhang tingnan natin, hindi natin kino-contest yung move na yun ng coaching staff, pero momentum stopper yung pagkakaupo na yun ni Jake Figueroa in the long stretches of the first quarter as Jacob Cortez tries his hand again from way beyond, and the ball possession will be retained at the hands of DLSU with 7 minutes 26 seconds remaining.
Exactly, DLSU's defense has really stepped up here since late in the second period, going all the way here to the fourth quarter, preventing NU from penetrating, preventing them from getting in the paint, forcing NU to take more outside shots than maybe they would like to. And it's been working to La Salle's favor.
EJ Goliena caught underneath, pushing off Paul Francisco on the inbounds play. Third personal foul by EJ Goliena. Still a 12-point lead, no? De La Salle 78-66 with 7 minutes 26 seconds, 6 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Figueroa at the open court dishes off to Gulapa, almost losing the handle. Figueroa again underneath, but Diasana was there, overpassing here by NU. Diasana! Follow-up jam!
And we might get a break in action here because a DLSU player is down on the court. I believe that might be EJ Goliena. And yes, we are going to have a review of that last possession. But even after the dunk by Diasana, Agunane was able to alter a few attempts that NU had at the rim, which goes to show how big of a presence he is on the defensive side of the floor. And wala pang Michael Phillips to, partner. Just the combination of Phillips and Agunane is protecting the rim for DLSU is something to really consider moving forward, as the medic staff now works on Goliena. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully nothing is wrong. And is that Goliena or is it Dungo? Di ko lang
I think
sure.
that is Elijah Goliena.
Well, while we have a break in action here, let's look at the road to the finals for the NU Bulldogs. Started 2-1, won 4 out of their last 5 games for a 6-2 showing. That was good enough to get them the second seed and a twice-to-beat advantage. They defeated Guangming in the quarterfinals, eliminated Enderon in the semifinals, and one of the reasons why they've been so solid is because of Reynard Yumamo, who unfortunately is not playing today's game because of a minor injury. No game today as well for Vince Reyes, one of the prize recruits of NU, the rookie recruit, also out with a minor injury. But guys like Patrick Yu, Jake Figueroa, Steve Nash, Enriquez have been solid all tournament long. Unfortunately today, not a lot of production from those three guys. Figueroa, yes, in the first quarter, but since then he's been quiet. And it's still an accomplishment for NU to get this far, to have a chance to potentially still win this game. But a lot of areas for them to take as positive signs heading into the UAAP.
Reynard Jumamoy, nabanggit mo nga, no? Could be an X factor in this kind of a ball game as EJ Goliana being escorted out by the DLSU medical staff. Walang foul na naitawag dun sa last play, pero ball possession mananatili sa kamay ng De La Salle University Green Archers. Mapapansin natin, no, magkatabi itong si Henry Agunani at saka si Diazana. One thing that Henry Agunani could work on this off-season is bulking up para hindi siya maitulak-tulak lang basta-basta ni mga katulad ni Diazana. Nakita mo, toned yung kanyang pangangatawan.
Exactly. And Agunani, of course, also utilizes his speed and his reach to his advantage. And like we said earlier, the skills development has been good.
Pablo giving it to Boris Marasigan, posting Cortez against Paul Francisco. Pablo providing the shield. 6 seconds remaining. Agunane thinking three. Spinning. Throws up a prayer, no go. Figueroa gets the rebound for NU. Francisco goes to Gulapa. Easy jump, but no go.
Wow. Blown opportunity there for NU. The chance to cut this lead to single digits. As Kevin Kimbao now set the check back into this game for La Salle. But if you're NU there, just such a wasted opportunity.
Kulang na puwersa doon sa pag-angat ni Joe Gulapa. You see here, Luis Pablo ruled by a referee to be an interference.
Looks like NU is going to challenge that. Yes, it's a coach's challenge by the Bulldogs. They believe that wasn't the goaltending and it was a clean block on Pablo's layup attempt.
See there, the coaching staff of NU livid on that call. And let's see if that call will remain or the challenge of the coaches of NU will be successful on that last play. Jacob Cortez sizzling hot, and let's see the road to the finals of the DLSU Green Archers. They swept the eliminations with an 8-0 record, the first seed in their bracket, and earned the twice to be the advantage. Eliminated the Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights at the quarterfinals, and they trashed Our Lady of Fatima University Phoenix last Saturday in the semifinals, and they have the KQ KB connection, Kevin Cambao, Kian Baclan connection na nakikita na ng mga ibang kaibigan natin sa paglalaro nila sa ligang labas, no? And also they bank on the solid performances coming from Jacob Cortez, who has been stellar in this championship game, and they boast of a deep rotation in the late inclusion of Lian Romero. Let's talk about Lian Romero, Navino. Ano pong kwento mo dito as the insider of college basketball?
So Lian Romero is a one-and-done prospect. He played Division II basketball in the US NCAA. He will play this season for DLSU and then go pro, whether that's in the PBA or if he can get opportunities in Asia. But for DLSU, to them, Ramiro provides a veteran presence in the point guard position. We should note, wala nang Evanelli, no Mark Nonoy for DLSU this season. And that leaves guys like Joshua David, who naturally is a two-guard, and guys like Ethan Alian and Matthew Rubico to man the point guard position. And those two guys are pretty young. Ramiro brings some experience. He hasn't played college basketball in the Philippines, yes, but he has played years of college basketball abroad. A steady presence, someone to bring the ball up, take away some of the burden of Kevin Cambao, so Kevin can play more of his natural wingman position and less point. And it's going to take some time for Ramiro to get acclimated to this new team. But De La Salle has high hopes for him.
Baga, ang kinuha mo dito for Ramiro is the mileage and the experience. Sabi mo nga, no, to mentor two young point guards in Matthew Rubico and Ethan Rod Alian. As we go back in action, as Jake Figueroa continues to fight back here for the NU Bulldogs, scoring underneath against a phalanx of white shirts, cutting the lead down to only 10 points, 80-70, with 5 minutes 46 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Great adjustment by Figueroa on that last shot. Last few possessions when he's tried to challenge Agonani, Agonani has contested the shot well enough where the ball wouldn't exactly hit the rim at the right spot, but that time Figueroa going top of the glass, banking it up high so it can go down, kiss off the glass perfectly and go nothing through net.
Boris Marasigan catching the cross-court pass, going at the post. Agonani against Diasana, and nanalo sa sayawan sa loob si Henry Agonani.
Yes, exactly. Beautiful footwork that time by Agonani. Using the spin move, Diasana backed up a bit, expecting Agonani to attack. And when Agonani noticed that, Agonani pulled back a little bit and then used the extra space to go up with two hands and get the easy two. That time though, not a good foul by De La Salle. Already in the penalty, up 12, 5 minutes, 18 seconds left. Last thing you want is for the clock to stop if you're La Salle and give NU chances to put points on the board at the foul line.
Jola Manansala taking care of the first free throw. Ito ngayon, yung pwedeng maging adjustment ng NU with 5 minutes, 18 seconds remaining to go strong to the basket and fish for those fouls dahil nga nasa penalty situation na ngayon ng De La Salle University compared sa iisang team foul lamang ng NU Bulldogs.
Absolutely. So NU might have fouls to give at the end of the game here in case this becomes a close game down the stretch.
Jacob Cortez making his move against Steve Nash Enriquez. Cross court, masyadong mataas. Mukhang si Yao Ming yata ang gustong pasahan ni Jacob Cortez at that time. Boris Marasigan wasn't able to get the rebound. You see here in attendance the Phillip brothers.
Yes, Isaiah
Bench.
Phillips and Michael Phillips on the bench of DLSU right now. For NU, great chance here. Cut the lead to single digits. Get back, make a late hurrah. Put some pressure on the defending UAP champions.
Diasana wasted opportunity there.
Yes, not a good play by Diasana.
Baga sa salitang basketball ng Kali, inangklan, no? Yung kanyang defender. 4 minutes 51 seconds remaining. Magbabago yung complexion nito sana, no? 8 na lang yung kalamangan ng DLSU. Agonani traveled. Good defense there underneath by the big man of NU.
One thing about Agonani is he cuts very hard, and because of his explosiveness, athleticism, and reach, he just needs to take 1 or 2 steps, and he's from the three-point line already in the paint. That time though, pivot foot move, traveling violation, but still the athleticism and explosiveness of Agonani, just big factors in his game.
NU again on the attack. 4.5 minutes and change remaining. Jake Figueroa fighting back, but Diasana was there on the weak side for the cleanup job. Baba sa 8 ang kalamangan ng De La Salle. Kiambao, extra pass. Austria, corner 3 won't go.
Danger time for DLSU. NU now on the run. Good job by Diasana last time, crashing the boards, getting the putback attempt. Agonani, not a good job for getting to box out the NU big man.
Enriquez gives it to Patrick Yu. No go from way beyond. Manansala, cleanup job, too strong. Boris Marasigan protects the board. Sabi ni Jacob Cortez, kalma lang. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the payoff period.
And Baclan about to check in here for DLSU. If you're NU, you cannot rush your shot attempts, still get good quality shots. What a pass by Kiambao. The moment he saw NU's big man turn his eyes towards Kiambao's drive, he lobbed it up there for Agonani. Made it look like it would be a floater. What a decision by the MVP.
Manansala, on the other hand for NU. Figueroa spins. And he will get the friendly roll on that turnaround shot.
Great play the time by Jake Figueroa. Puts up the floater. He can score whether it's a jump shot, it's a one-handed floater, or drive to the rim. He has a complete package.
Bad pass that time. Manansala short on that layup attempt. Yung yabag
Yes.
ng mga players ng Lasal naririnig sa likod ni Jola Manansala.
Yeah, but also not a good job by Manansala that time. Had the height advantage over the smaller Jacob Cortez. Should have maybe been a little more patient and edged his way towards the rim.
What a spin move there by Jacob. Anything but the shot though. 2.5 minutes and change. And you still keeping it close, 84-76. But Jacob Cortez picks the pocket of Jake Figueroa.
And right away, once again, we mentioned earlier about how Jacob Cortez has good instincts on defense, knowing how to read the play, knowing when to play the passing lanes, knowing when to come from behind, go for the steal. Again, effective defense that time.
Double screen provided for KQ, who takes the three. Boris Marasigan contesting the rebound. Patrick Yu up to Diasana for the eye in the sky play to make it 84-78. Still De La Salle up with 2 minutes and change remaining in the fourth quarter.
Get
We have a
8
timeout
gigabytes of
by
all
De La
access
Salle.
power.
Magbabalik po kami.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Two minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the payoff period. 6 na puntos na lamang po ang hinahabol ng NU Bulldogs, 78-84. And nag-counter timeout si Coach Jeff Napa to make sure of his moves. Babalik po kami. We are back here inside the refurbished Amoranto Arena inside Amoranto Sports Complex at the heart of the City of Stars championship game of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. 84-78 is our count. 2 minutes, 5 seconds remaining. And there's no clear winner yet. Masasabi natin, although LaSalle at this point has the upper hand. Navin, palagay mo, no? At this point, 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Ano yung dapat gawin na lang ng De La Salle University to hang on and to be crowned as champions of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3?
Well, if you're LaSalle, ideally you're able to milk the clock, prevent NU from going further on this run. But at the same time, you can't play not to lose. You also have to play to win. So if they have a good shot attempt early, they have to go for it. But if they can work the shot clock, gather some offensive rebounds, maybe some hustle plays, keep the possession battle in their favor, then they could probably cruise to a victory here because NU is on the run and NU has had momentum the last few minutes. Key for LaSalle here not to turn the ball over, and the key for the Bulldogs here is to force a turnover and get out on the break again.
We enter the last 2 minutes as LaSalle has possession. Kiambao thinking three, drives, pulls up. No go, but Henry Agonani was there for the offensive rebound. Cortez now gives it to Baclaan. 1 minute 37 seconds. Dances with Eve Enriquez. No go on that three-point try. And you kumakatok ngayon sa pinto ng LaSalle.
So that's twice that Agonani had the mismatch in that last possession for DLSU. against a smaller Manansala. And Steve Nash Enriquez knocks down the 3. It's a one-possession game.
What a game that we have here. Championship game of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. Tatlo na lamang po ang hinahabol ng NU KQ. Too strong on that try. Enriquez rebounding for NU. Settling the troops right now. Jola Manansala.
What a
59
comeback.
seconds.
What a comeback here for NU. Just an incredible effort in this game.
50 seconds remaining. Manansala against Henry Agunane. Goes to his left. Fades away. No go. And he was there to...
Agunane said no!
Agunane shutting the door on Manansala's try.
Both teams with 2 timeouts left in this game. LaSalle in the penalty, and only 2 team fouls. They have fouls to give.
Baclaan gives it to Cortez. Fly by 3. No go. Steve Nash Enriquez, 17 seconds remaining. Let's see.
Coach Jeff.
Timeouts left for both teams.
Coach Jeff calling a play. What's NU going to run?
3-point shot is wide.
NU has to foul. NU has to foul.
And Steve Nash Enriquez.
Wow.
Late miscommunication there.
Is that the game? Yes, that's the game.
That's the ball game. DLSU, your PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 champions.
What a game, partner. What an
game.
amazing game. What a heartbreaker for NU. Last year, NU had the chance to win the game in the final seconds against Ateneo. Missed the corner 3-pointer by Paul Francisco. And this year, a chance to send this game to overtime, but Jake Figueroa misses the corner 3-pointer as well. What a comeback attempt by the National University Bulldogs. De La Salle just a little bit better in today's matchup.
And we give a shout out to our more than 1,400 online viewers in our PINOYLIGA channel at YouTube. Maraming salamat po sa ating panonood dito sa championship matchup, and we will be back after the singing of the respective school hymns.
That's how you win the final. Just like last time. 1.4 KQs.